What's happening? Tom Beal here. It is September 1st, 2021, Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't know if it's EST or EDT. I don't know where. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Sometimes I don't even know what day it is. All I know is I make today great. If you know me, you know that I stand for make today great. Not just for me, but others that I cross paths with. You can see smile in my face. You can see hopefully joy in my heart or sense it. And if you follow any posts that I have made in the recent history of the crazy Twilight Zone episode we've been in for the last 2 years, you notice I don't keep my mouth shut. Why? Because I stand for liberty. I stand for freedom of and for myself, my children, my friends, my family, and the people around the world. I want you to be free, to think what you want, to speak what you want, to do what you want without others impeding that, with the stipulation that you're not harming others. And I mean physically harming others. That's the real cut in the sand. That's the line in the sand right there. I'm there to help protect the Constitution from enemies, foreign and domestic. I made a commitment. I made an oath back in, actually, it was late December of 1992. I arrived in the Marine Corps boot camp of Paris Island, South Carolina, January of 1993, and restated that oath. But I just wanted to remind people what I stand for. Rory Stern, who are you? Well, and that's a great question. I mean, who am I? There's so many different answers to that. We have names, we have ideas, but in the grand scheme of thing, I'm not sure how deep you're going on that, Rory. But we are all part of that great everlasting energy, right? Whatever people label it, whatever people call it. But I'm just me. I'm someone who lives by joy, adventure, passion. I'm someone who was willing and is willing to lay my life down to protect even what many would call the worst people amongst us, the people that are saying the most evil and vile things, the people that are burning flags, the people that are burning books and wanting people to follow their guidelines. I stand up for their ability to say so. Now, and I'm not just speaking this back, I don't even know when it was, but the first link in the chain of censorship was with Alex Jones. You may agree with Alex, you may disagree. The guy's out there, right? The guy talks passionately. The guy, was a news journalist who tried breaking the conspiracy theories and things of that nature. But I remember when people were deplatforming him, and I said, I'm not for that. I'm not for that. Matter of fact, I'm for not deplatforming him. The people will take care of it themselves. So I also stand up for all people that even have hate rhetoric. I stand up for their ability to say that. I may not support it, but I will lay my life down to defend their ability to say it. That's a tough one. Like, a lot of people are good with freedom of speech until people are speaking things that they don't agree with. Then all of a sudden they're not for freedom of speech. Yeah, Alex Jones needs to be deplatformed. We need to take him off. He's dangerous. We need to protect others from him. And in doing so, that was the first of many that were deplatformed, all the way up to the President of the United States was deplatformed. And that should make everyone say, whether you agreed with said president or not, the fact of the matter that he was deplatformed and taken away the ability to speak is amazingly huge. And if anyone doesn't see a problem with that, then we'll agree to disagree. That's where the slippery slope of book burnings and trying to control the information comes into play. So many other people have been deplatformed since then. But what do I stand for? I stand for freedom. I stand for liberty. I stand for me stepping out of my comfort zone to think, speak, and act what I feel is mine to do. And it goes without saying, but I have this heart to wanting to help people. And in helping people, there's been times in my life when I'm out and about and I see things happening that are possible confrontations and things like that. And versus seeing it and pretending not to see it, I've not injected myself into it, but tried to calm the storm. And have had me and some of my friends, some people that were with us, like, what, do you guys think you're superheroes? You think you can protect everybody? I said, no, I can't protect everybody. But people in my vicinity, if something is going awry and wrong, I'm not going to pretend like I'm not seeing it. And that's just who I am and how I am. So there's been a couple close calls. I'm like, whew, thank goodness that de-escalated. And I also am, yes, a Marine, but I am the student of a peaceful warrior. I'd rather talk things out, and I am not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter at this stage. I can, if need be, but I don't want that. And so I am trusting in my communication skills to hopefully calm people down and have more grounded minds to think, speak, and act accordingly. But sometimes it doesn't go that way, and that's how life unfolds. But I just want to share with you. You can see the smile on my face. You can see who I am. You can feel it hopefully through this video. I'm doing things that I feel are mine to do. And if we really boil it down, that's what I hope. And I hope my messages, my videos, all that inspires you and empowers you to also do what you feel is yours to do. To tap into the heart, tap into the conversation with God or whomever you label or call that, and speak with that and ask yourself, if I wasn't fearful, if I wasn't afraid, if I didn't have these fears, worries, and concerns, what would I be thinking, speaking, and acting? And have that courage to follow the intuition, to follow what you feel as the tap on the shoulder. This is what's yours to say. Say it, right? And some will like it. And here's something, Rory, you'll get this. You know the SW4. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Well, this is the first time I showed it with somebody, and here you'll get the point. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting, right? You saw how that unfolded. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. Take that how you may. Be you, unapologetically. Be you fully. Be you, stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, with that comes tact. With that comes the ability to express what you're thinking in a manner that tactfully shares it so that others can understand your point of view. And you recognize some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting. But you plant it out there in the most tactful manner that isn't spiky, that isn't pushing. Because if you push, what's the common response in humanity? They push back, right? So using communication skills to share what's on your mind that may not be so popular with everybody, but if you're able to do it in a manner that's tactful, that's empathetic, that's grounded, it has a much higher propensity and probability of not coming across as shoving your ideas down people's throats, but hey, consider this. Have you thought of this? Here's what I'm seeing from my perspective. How are you seeing it? And guess what? You may see it totally different, and that's okay. I can respect your perspective, but from where I'm seeing it, here's what I see. And this is how it makes me feel. And this is what I felt called to share. So anyhow, you'll see some posts and some people reach out, hey, everything all right? Things are amazing. I am absolutely blessed and fortunate to be at a place that I am in my life that I'm able to have the confidence and have the health, the things that we take for granted. Like, and that's something that we probably want to focus on first. What are you grateful for? So the ability, I had a moment in my life where I had a car wreck and had to learn to walk and talk again. The ability that I can walk, the ability that I can talk, the ability that I can breathe, the ability that I have the health that I have, and the life that I'm living, from the thoughts, the words, the actions, decades prior to this has led up to this. Is it a problem-free life? Heck no. Do I feel anyone has a problem-free life? Heck no. We all have our individual problems and challenges, whether that's personal or professional. And my belief is we either just came out of a serious problem or challenge, we're either in a serious problem challenge now, or there's one right around the corner. Chaos is a part of this journey we call life. I took a picture while out on a moped ride last evening that just happened to be overlooking a cemetery that's near the house here. And it was such a beautiful scene that I pulled the moped in, walked over into the grass to get a clear shot of the sun setting over the west, which was over this cemetery, which in that post I shared, this is our resting spot. This is our final destination. We all end up there. And chances are we're all going to end up there sooner than we want, whether that's, and here's the other rub, a lot of humans take for granted that we're owed an extra minute, we're owed an extra hour, we're owed a tomorrow, a next week, a next month. None of us are. I'm sure we all have friends and family that we can think of that are no longer here, that also thought they had a tomorrow, that also thought they had a next week, a next month, a next year, a next decade, and that wasn't in the plans. So none of us have that guarantee. So what I took that picture for and what I wanted to capture and share was that's our destination. And many of us forget that there's no guarantee that we're going to be around for weeks, years, months, decades, all that stuff. So the key is live now while we can. Do what you feel is yours to do while you can, while you have your health, while you have your ability, while you have whatever good and bad scenario you find yourself in right now, whatever challenges you may be going through, you're still breathing. Breathing's my favorite thing. If you really think about it, we all die from, how did he die? He stopped breathing. We all stop breathing. I like breathing. You like breathing. Let's keep breathing. And then obviously our heart's beating, our health's there, our humor's there. Hopefully, you can get some of my crazy humor. Hopefully. So the point is, live while you can. Do what's yours to do today. Make today great, because we're not guaranteed a tomorrow. And there's that rub that we've heard and read in some things that say, live as if today's your last day, but also at the same time like you're going to be 120 years old, right? So have that life that you're going for it. You're not letting fears and worries and concerns hold you back. You recognize your time in this greatest amusement park in the universe is fleeting. Time is the most precious asset we have. So invest it properly. My hope is that my posts help you think about things that maybe you weren't aware of. My hope is that my posts, my videos help inspire you, help empower you to be that stronger, bigger, better version of yourself. That I'm not saying you aren't already that, but you are capable of so much more. My belief is I'm far from tapping into any of the complete potential that I have. I have a much, much larger trajectory to go. And I'm trying to follow the words that I'm speaking to you is to help me step out of my comfort zone, to help me tap into doing what's mine to do and unleashing that potential that's waiting for me when I step into it, when I don't let fears, worries, concerns hold me back from doing what I feel is mine to do. So I hope that transfers over to you. There's much more to come on this journey, hopefully, right? None of us are guaranteed that tomorrow, but I have much more planned on how to share this in a manner that can give you the proper mindset, which builds that proper foundation for you to be who you're capable of being, to tap into that potential that's waiting for you to step into. So there's a lot of exciting things. I have some things I don't have time to share right now, but there's some exciting things happening this month that I'm going to be pumped to share with you that lead to some hopefully other assets and tools that can be helpful to you in addition to my posts, in addition to the videos, in addition to the podcasts, all that fun stuff. So if you like this, go to maketodaygreat.com. I have a podcast there. Go to my YouTube channel, tombeal.com. Watch the videos. Go to maketodaygreat.com. Listen to the audios and stay tuned. There's much more to come, God willing. So there you have it. Life is good. God is great. You are amazing. Make today great. I'll talk with you soon. Till next time, make today great.